And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense will get the first crack at it here. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
So Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking for a man, it's Bowling. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football. You're coming up and try to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurl you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yardage.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the tailback. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Makes the grab on the left. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
He's got an open man, and this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Leaves it with the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To throw, it's Bowling. Gets it out fast. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Offense set on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing.
Turning it on! Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Kentucky! A great catch and run for 6. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Back to throw, it's Mahan. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. A quick pass to the left. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Got him downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Around the corner, it's Patterson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly what you wanted on first down. It's second and goal from the 13. Looking downfield, it's Boley. He's got it on the move. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finds a tight end. Hard running there. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on first down. Unleashes one. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Boley. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Flying down the left side. Pass to 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Plows through the defense. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. The Gators are in the hurry up. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to throw, it's Boley. Now adjusting. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Rushes on him. Looking for the end zone. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is gonna have to go into half and find some answers.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Mahai. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They're going back to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on the hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Under fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they want a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Boley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll leave it with him. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Finds space on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another 1st down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This should be the last play of the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Off the play fake. Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It's complete to the right. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Pulls and fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Morris. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Heaves it deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense not budging. able to get 2 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wide open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Morris. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're testing the right side here. Running to Green. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Using the quick game. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. If there's time to pad the stats. Here's a heat. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. I know both of these teams